Hello, beautiful, wonderful, majestic souls of YouTube. My name is Dance. This is my channel, That Good Tarot, where we do timeless readings for anyone with any placements. If you've made your way to this reading, I do believe there is a message in here for you. However, if you don't resonate with this reading, that's cool, that's chill. Go check out my channel. There are so many other readings there. I'm sure you'll find something that fits you. So let's get into it. There is a particular kind of energy in this collective that I am attempting to reach out to. So let's see if your guides, my guides, our guides will let us, universe, please, insight and information. What advice, what themes, what does this beautiful collective need to know at this time? Thank you. We have the Three of Coins, we have the Ace of Coins, we have the Three of Wands, and we have the Six of Wands. Okay, we are tapping into you. Hi, hello. Good to see you again. I've been tapping into a lot of different energies from this collective, and I feel like yours is one that I have missed out on a lot. So let's start with the Three of Coins and the Ace of Coins. I feel like you have been really, really good at, like, for a really long time at moving things forward, but there may be a little bit of a stagnation that you've hit in the way that you are chasing your ambitions. And it could have come from this year, just a lot of things getting in the way of your goals and things that are just very outside of your control. Just kind of events happening that have taken you away physically or like time-wise away from your projects that you're working on, or your career, or the work that you're doing on yourself and the healing that you're doing internally. And I can feel, as I tap into this energy, just a little bit of, there's a bit of a block. There's definitely a block when it comes to you working on what you know you want to be working on. Like, I can feel that you want to just like dive straight back into your passions, your ambitions, your focus, but there does seem to be like you've had to distance yourself. Part of you feels like you have to distance yourself, like it's safer for you to focus on other things, other people. Definitely a bit of an issue when it comes to centering yourself in your world and centering yourself. But that's the big call here. It's like you've done the thing where you take care of everyone else and it's time to take care of you. And I think that the time is actually coming where you're going to be a lot safer and in fact encouraged to really, really take care of yourself and center yourself. Let's see what this Three of Wands, Six of Swords energy has got going on for you, universe, please. Immediately we have the Moon. You have been really keeping, even to yourself, how hard this year has been for you. Like, you are the Moon in this instance, where people see you shine so brightly that they forget that you are like the light amongst the darkness. But when you are the Moon, you don't see your light. All you see is the darkness. And that's where you're at. Everyone looks to you and they're like, oh my gosh, it's the Moon, so beautiful. Whereas you are just sitting in the darkness. Universe, please, insight and information. What can this beautiful collective do to help them move out of this energy, move forward in this cycle, move back towards their passions and back to centering themselves? Thank you. We have the Ten of Wands, we have the Nine of Cups, we have the Five of Wands, and we have the Five of Swords, okay? Okay. Yeah, I can definitely see that it feels like this year has put so much on your plate that it feels unsafe to pick up your projects again because you feel like you're going to need to drop them all over again. Like, I feel like you have a lot of people depending on you. You have a lot of processes depending on you. And when you're it feels like you've gone through this thing this year where you've had to just drop all the things that you're working on, like all of your personal passions, because of other factors going on. And now you feel like you can't go back to it because you feel like all these other things, people, places, environments that you had to drop your passions for, you feel like that's going to fall apart if you go back. You've created this link between you focusing on you and disaster happening around you. So in order to keep your environment safe and healthy and working, you can't go back to that. And I just think it's bringing you so much pain. It's bringing the people around you so much pain to see that you're not focusing on yourself, because I can feel that the space around you and the energy around you actually really wants you to go back into that space and really, really center yourself, because when you center yourself, everyone benefits. Everyone benefits. Because what you do helps so many. All right. I think number one is really acknowledge what you've been through this year. And I feel like you have acknowledged it in a very dissociative way. Like part of you still won't truly sit with it because you've been so trained to just keep moving and keep moving forward. And it means that you actually can't process this. So you might feel like you're doing things and moving forward, but you're actually stuck. We have the strength here. In order to gain this strength, you need to tame the beast, which means wrangling with the beast, which means you need to really face the sadness, the heaviness that has come with everything this year, because we need to dislodge this association. Only when you start to look at these feelings, truly sit with them. I'm saying you're going to need 48 hours to yourself to sit with what's happened with you and just feel it. Really, really feel it. Some of you might need a social media or a tech detox, because that is a fantastic tool that we use to distract ourselves and force a dissociative state. Ooh. When you start to look at these emotions, you'll realize that what has happened this year was just things entirely out of your control and are in no way connected to you centering yourself. And when you see that the things that happened to you didn't happen because you were focusing on yourself, and that you can still focus on yourself, and you don't have to be responsible for the environment around you at all times. You can center yourself, that's allowed. You'll be able to come back to your work, come back to your passions, come back to your ambition in a way that is truly productive and is no longer in a freeze state. Because that's what it feels like. It feels like you can't do what you want to do. There's this big block there that for some reason has made you feel like you've had a hard year. Feels like you've had a really, really hard year. And a lot of things have taken away from what you wanted to do with yourself and your own personal goals this year. And because of that, it feels like you went into this year with the intention of focusing on you. And I feel like this has been one of the hardest years of your life. So it creates this association with okay, if I'm trying to center myself, then look at what happens. Maybe I shouldn't be centering myself. No, that is not the answer. And this is why you need to clock out, log off, and really tap back in to you and feel it, really feel it. We have the 3 of coins. They're coins in this deck. 3 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Universe, please, insight information. We have the Queen of Wands. Your creativity is ready to be reignited here. Universe, oh! We have the Knight of Coins. Knight of Pentacles. It doesn't feel like this, but like you are allowed to let people help you. And I immediately feel like the reason why that's coming up is because you feel so protective. You feel so protective of your dreams and ambitions. And I know that only comes when people, like, we only develop a protection over our dreams and our ambitions when we've been in a situation when other people haven't taken care or been a safe pair of hands for our dreams and ambitions. But there are people with really good intentions and with skills that are going to be able to help you if you let them in. We have King of Wands, the Fool, the Wheel of Fortune. Someone here in particular that, you know, is very, very skilled. We have the Knight of Coins, but also extremely creative, like such a creative mind. We have the King of Wands. Someone who's really, really new, who is going to open up a whole lot of opportunity for you, a whole lot of creativity for you, a lot of different avenues that you want to go down, but you've never quite had the right, like, creative chemistry to like get it off the ground or to get the wheels moving in that direction, because you do need other people's input when it comes to these different things. And I feel like you know that, and you might even know these particular people that are going to be able to help you get this moving, but you do need to be able to trust people in that space. Let's see what other advice we have here. Okay, the one thing that's coming through as I look at this Queen of Wands is like, your guides just want to acknowledge that you've had a crazy year, and how you managed to emerge from such chaos and such destruction and still be the shining light that you are is incredible. Is a testament to your strong will, determination, and your absolute heart of gold. They just want to let you know that they see you. They see the way that you just keep effing going. Like you just, they think it's amazing. Obviously, the message in this reading is like, you just need to stop for a second and for a second acknowledge that like what happened this year and the events that transpired around you, they didn't destroy you, but they did consume you, and you are still a little bit locked in that place, even though things might be fine now. So give yourself time to acknowledge that. The way it is, it's like you're this super fragile building that's like survived all these earthquakes, and you're being like propped up by this like super delicate like little scaffolding things. Like that's how you're being propped up at the moment, because you just survived this earthquake. And you just, no improvements can be done on this building that is you, because it's so damaged. That what needs to happen is that building needs to fall down. That building needs to be strategically demolished so that a new building can be developed on that site. And it's going to be stronger because we know that that's an earthquake-prone area. So we can build that with all the safety measures in place to make sure that the next building's got everything it needs to be totally fine, indestructible through an earthquake. But you won't let the scaffolding down, and you won't let the building be demolished. And I know it sounds awful that like you need to demolish yourself. No, we just need to, we're going to rebuild, but like we can't keep just holding up this fragile thing, when what we need to do is make way for something new and strong. And in order to do that, we can't just like build on top of this like building that's broken, like fundamentally, foundationally broken. It needs to come down. You need to take a break, and you need to come down. You need to let the guard down. You need to let your nervous system rest. As I tap into your energy, it feels like you haven't taken a full breath in God knows how long. But your guides see you and they're with you. And you're going to be okay. Let's get into the oracle cards. Universe, please, last words of insight and information for this beautiful collective. This beautiful, beautiful collective. You know why I feel like I haven't tapped into your energy? It's because you're so self-sacrificing that you'll let other people's energy jump to the front. That I won't forget about you. I haven't forgotten about you. You can let go now. Surrender to what is. Acceptance, letting go, water, non-resistance. You can let go now. I love this collective. You'll make me so happy, and I learn something every time I come to this. I tap into your energy and I hear the wisdom of your guides. So thank you so much. Thank you for allowing me in and letting me learn. Yeah. I'm so glad to have tapped into your energy. I hope I brought you some clarity, comfort, maybe a little bit of company. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next reading.